I'm going to use this yarn right here, which is saffron. This is the color saffron. I think that's how you say saffron. And it's by Red Heart. I'm going to need a button. We're going to need some darning needles, scissors, and I use this 5.5 millimeter hook. So let's get started. Today I'm going to be making this beanie. What I like to do is, I'm not no professional by far. I am a self-taught crocheter and knitter. I just want to show you how I do my beanies. Okay, so we're going to get started. And I hope you can see. So I start off with my knot like this. I leave a long tail because I do sew in a button on my beanies and basically all my hats. I chain. Okay, I chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I chain 5. Then I come back around here and I slide my hook in here. With this one still attached, I slide it in here like that, and I do a slip knot. A slip stitch, I'm sorry, just a slip stitch through. Okay, so now I have this little small, like little circle right here. Just this little small circle right here. So I need to try to, this right here, I try to keep it out the way, but I want it also to be laying up against my chains I just made. Okay. So now what I do is with my slip, I chain 2, 1 and 2. Okay. Now I find the center of it again. This doesn't matter how loose or whatever, because I don't care to pull on it yet, but if it starts to bulk up, I do pull. But in this round, in this hole, I chain 12. I do 12 double crochets. See, and the reason for not tightening that up, I can move these around. So I have 10, and I just move that around, like pull them around, and then I'll fix all that and when I get finished. So that's 10, 11, and 12. So now with that, I have 12 double crochets, and then here, let me see if you can see it. Right here, slip knot. So I'm taking my hook and I'm going in here and I'm just grabbing the yarn, pull through. So that's my slip knot. So this is my chain, my double crochet of 12. Now, you can, but I don't. Go ahead, if you choose to pull the string that we had, because what it does, it closes this hole up. You can pull if you want. I'm not going to do it right now because I like to kind of keep it loose so I can get everything going right. But you know, everybody, it's to your preference. Okay, so now this is round 1. So on round 2, this is where I like to do it. I put 1 double crochet in the first, and the rest of them around will have double crochets until I get to the last double crochet, 1 double crochet. Okay, so now I'm gonna chain 2, and then in this spot right here, I'm gonna put 1 double crochet. So that's 1. And then in this one right here, I'm gonna put 2 all the way around until I get to the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So 2 in each one. I did that 1, and then I did 2 all the way around, and now I'm on this last one right here, and it's gonna be just 1 double crochet in this, and then I go back to where I started from this chain when I did that chain 2. I go in the top here and I do a slip knot. Okay, so now we're on round 3. So put 2 chains. Okay, and this is how I do my round 3. So round 2 had 1, 1, and 2 in the rest of them. So I do 1 double crochet in 1. Then the next one, it'll be 2 double crochets, and then 1 double crochet. So the pattern that I do is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's 1, 2, 1. This is 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2, 1, 2, 1, okay. It's gonna curl up on you a little bit, but that's okay. It'll straighten out in the end. So we finish our 3rd round, and let me slip into the top where I did the chains. So slip knot, slip stitch, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's round 3. So now round 4, chain 2. And now round 4, okay, so this was double crochets. This is 2. This is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So on this one, I do 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then I do 2. Then I do 1, 1, 2. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna slip stitch. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 rounds. Let me show you this. Okay, there's 4 rounds. That's curving up, but that's fine. This is the front side of the hat. This is the side that's going to be showing. And this is the side that's going to be on the inside. Okay. Now, if you were to do, now I'm only going to do these three, 1, 2, 3 increases. I can do 4 increases. If I do another increase, it's going to be a larger hat, but I don't want it large. Right here, this part, I sewed the button on. So I'm going to pull this tight, pulling that tight, and I'm going to take my needle. Let me see which one I'm going to use. I think I'll use this one. I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to thread. I say thread. I guess it's called thread when using yarn. I don't know. I'm going to thread some of this around. Because I just want the hat to be secure. When I do mine, that's why I leave kind of a long tail, because I know I want to weave it in. And it doesn't matter, you weave it in the way you want. Everybody's different. That's why we are uniquely made. Just weave it. And then I'm going to come out a little bit and weave like right here and start right here. Okay, so I didn't weave that, and now I'm going to put my button on. And when I put the button on, I come up through here. Okay, now see, I can tell that this is the center right here. I can tell that's the center. See, that's the center. So I don't want to put the button right on top of the center. I want to put the button towards the side. That's why when I finished pulling the yarn through, that's why I left some of it towards the side. So I just need to place it so that when I go to put the pom-pom on, it'll work. Because when I do the buttons, you can put a pom-pom or you don't have to put a pom-pom. Okay, so then I just go back through and come out the other side of the hat. Through the other side of the hat. And then I just come back in. I'm not going to show you that because I don't want to stick myself. So then I just come back in. Like I find, you can just feel for it. Hold on, I'm in the same spot. So hold on, let me go to this side. Okay. So now I'm going back in on the opposite side and I'm going to pull. I'm going back down through here, but I'm not going to come out on the other. So now I'm coming through this side. The button is on there. The button is secure. So now I'm just going to weave this through. Just a few, not a lot, because we don't want too much bulk in the hat. You're not going to be able to see it, but you probably be able to feel it once you have the hat on. So just go under the button and just kind of weave. See, I'm not really at the button, but I'm just weaving. Hopefully you can see that. Just weaving. That's the main thing about hats. When you're doing crocheting and you're doing homemade hats, you have to make sure they are secure. Because, you know, it's nothing like getting someone calling you and saying, hey, look, my hat fell apart. No. Okay. So now we're just going to take some good scissors and we're going to snip that off. Trash. So you have your hat with your button. So now we're going to get finished. Now I'm going to speed this process up because basically all we're going to do now is for the remaining rows except for the last row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So for the remaining 9 rows, we're going to do in each, let me show you this. In each loop, we're going to do a double crochet in each loop, because we already finished our increases. So in each loop is a double crochet. A double crochet, okay? And then that's going to be for the next 9 rows. And then when we get to the 10th row, I'm sorry, the next 9 rows, so that'll be 13 rows. So when we get to the last row, which will be the 14th row, we're going to do a single crochet. And I'll slow it down then, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. That's just the way I like to end my hats off, because as you can see on this one, that's a single crochet right here. See the rest of the doubles, and this is a single. Okay, let me get finished, and I'm gonna speed this up, and then once I'm finished and I'm on that last row, I'll come back to you. I'm finished down to row 13. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, when you're doing the hat, it's gonna look real small, but with beanies, they do stretch. So, like I'm stretching this right now, and it fits perfectly. I mean, I've never had an issue. Like even this would fit my head. I have a big like head, but this would even fit my head. So now on the last row, like I said, I do a single crochet. These are all called double crochets that I did here. This is the seam. You probably can see it a little bit, but then again you can't. But these are all double crochets. But I like to do a single crochet on the last one, just to give it like a, I don't know, just a different look. And sometimes I will do it in a different color. So I'm gonna do chain one, and then I'm just gonna go around like I did the rest of them. So all the way through, you come and all the way through, loop and all the way through, loop in the hole all the way through. And this is the end of it. And you slip. I'll pull enough because I don't know how much I'm going to use, or you never know. Like I said, each hat is different. Okay, so the way I like to finish mine off is the string is coming, the yarn is coming this way, right? And I don't want to go and I don't want to weave it this way. So I go back this way and weave. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I get my darning needle, I thread it. Okay. So I take mine and I go down, not in this one, but I go down in the one right there, and I just go through, you know, through the yarn, and I come back out this way. And watch this, when I pull on it, to me, you can't really tell that anything is going on there. Unless you are really looking for something. It just looked like it's a regular stitch. Okay, so now I'm going to come through here. And I'm going to come back up. I'm just going to weave. Just weaving it through. See, I'm just weaving it through. Okay, but right here, when I get to this point, this is when I like to make a knot. You don't have to. This is just what I prefer to do. Because you are weaving it through, but still, you never know. You know, you never know. So I'm just going to continue weaving it on through. Just for a little while, not too much more. And when you weave, you can weave any kind of way you want to weave, just as long as the string, the yarn is not showing through the front side of the hat. Okay, so I think that's enough and that's good. It's going to be secure. I'm snipping it off. Now, with this hat, this is the one that I had already made, and this is the one that I just made. And this one, you know, can get a pom-pom on it too, but I'm going to do a separate video and show you how to put a pom-pom on a beanie. So that's why I made this beanie the same color as this one. And what I'm going to do in the next video, so look at part 2. Part 2 will show you how to put the pom-pom on the beanie, because I have a video of this particular pom-pom and how I made it and all. So it'll show you how to put it on there. And all I want to do is say thanks for watching. Thanks for following me to the end if you did. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to contact me, comment, you know, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.